Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Sovereignty means freedom. Now, I'm always talking about sovereignty, becoming a sovereign man. And just to be clear, no one has 100% control over their life, because we're in a society where we have to deal with other people, but you can have control over what you can. Your space as best as possible, your means of income, and how you generally interact with the world. And in the times that you don't have ultimate control, you still want to be in a position where you have leverage. It's just like in negotiations. You want to negotiate from a place of strength. So in any place you go, when you're going into a bank, you want to have that very good credit so you can negotiate the type of loan you want. Or when you're going into a store, you want to be able to purchase stuff at the price, at reasonable prices and everything. Just in so many small ways. You want people to respond to you in a positive way. Now, ultimately, though, all of that means freedom. Ultimately, sovereignty means freedom. Freedom. I want y'all to think about something. The time I'm recording this early in the morning, and I'm going to record another one of these type of videos right after this. That's freedom. I don't have to rush and get ready to go to work for someone, empowering them, making them money. Just by having my own business, my own means of income, I have freedom. Even when dealing with YouTube, yeah, they'll pay me for the videos. I get that AdSense money and everything, but they don't force anything. If I don't post another video on any of my channels for a year, they're not gonna say anything. So I got control over that. I got leverage over that. And then of course I have the other platforms I have more control over and everything. And really, quite frankly, set up something I have total control over. But it's freedom. Think about what the freedom gives me. It gives me the power to have a free voice. I don't have to limit what I'm saying. How many of y'all been on some job and there's some things you wanted to say? There's some actions you wanted to take, but you were limited. You were worried about losing that job. And indeed, even in relationships, how free have you been in relationships? Unfortunately, there's a lot of guys out there, yeah, they might get that woman, but they're in a position where they're not free to say what they want to say or do something because they don't have the leverage to control. Some people popularly call them simps. They're giving the woman control. That's not sovereignty. Sovereignty means this. It don't mean you're going to just totally dominate the woman or anything. Sovereignty means you have a choice and leverage on how you're going to interact in that relationship. You're free. You're free. And that's what it means regardless. You're free. When you're going for, these will be the last videos I'll do at this place. When I'm at my new place and stuff, let's look at it like this. I was about to misspeak on that. What I mean is, even getting a new place, I had leverage. That's what I meant to say. I had leverage. And that's the important thing. When you want to move in a certain neighborhood, you want to do it from a position of power, not because you're forced to be in a neighborhood. That's very important. And see, I can't emphasize that enough, because one of the sad things I see out here is too many men who lack control in their lives. That's why I always have a problem with men playing that victim role, because they have a choice. Now, do you want to work to always have power? You want to have work to always have control, outright control, or at least leverage. You want to be free. I need to see more free men out there. I need to see more men who can say, you know what, my tongue is free. I can say what I want. I'm not worried about it. I'm not leveraged by, this job or anything. Or even, I'm gonna tell you what, it even goes beyond money and material things. Just the feeling that you can show your personality for free. That's sovereignty too. Shoot, I'm gonna have to address this in future videos. How many men out here are wearing that mask and just following along. And they're free to be how they really want to be. I want you to think about that. How many of us are being nice because, oh, well, society get mad at me for saying this? Well, true sovereignty is you're going to say it and stand on it. And I'm going to get into that one next week. I'm going to get into it. Like I always record these videos early and stuff. As soon as I finish this one, I'm going to record the video for that next week. But you want to be free. You want to be free. And one of the things you want to be freest with is how you spend your time. Your time. You know what? It's a great feeling of freedom knowing, hey, I can record these and spend the rest of the day chilling. Or as I'm going to be doing today, packing and everything. Or I could say, you know what? I want to go to the movies. Or I want to do this. Or, you know what? Let's talk about being an entrepreneur. I'm free to do this for a living. I'm not forced to work in this other job. Now, let me talk about that for a second. Yes, there's going to be times, many of us, we're going to have to still work for someone, or maybe we want to work for someone because it's in a particular field which we have an affinity for, we have a calling for. You still want to be in a position of sovereignty. You still want to be in a position where you're free to speak your mind and you're free to really show your talents. You don't have to be in a position where you have to put up with some crap. Because think about someone on a job. But there are many men working on a job that they can't stand. They got crazy co-workers. They got bosses who are talking to them anyway. You want to be in a position where if someone talks to you, you can say something right back to them. And if they say, well, I'll fire you, I'll be like, please, I'm out. Fire me, and I'll get a better job than this. Because that's even sovereignty, being able to have the skills to work where you choose to work. And that's what it's about. Now, is it easy? No, but you do have to work for it. But it gives you freedom, and it's nothing like that freedom. It is nothing like it. You can't compare it. Nothing compares to it. Nothing compares to having the freedom to live a life that you choose to live. Every man should be doing that. Like I said, it goes beyond getting women. It's talking about your every moment. You're free. You don't have to wear a mask. This is who you are. This is who you are. So every single man listening to this needs to be working towards having that sovereignty. Having that sovereignty. This is very key. This is very key. All right? So I want y'all to really work on it. Think about what you're doing. Work to get free. I want to hear about the free men out here. And that goes on so many levels. So many levels. So that's all I have for today. Get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.